Well, I thought I'd put up this little video because it took me a while to figure this out, and I'm figure there's other people that's going to be in the same boat. I just bought this. This thing is called a Dakota. Here it is down here. What it is? Dakota Alert AD-01 Slave. It's a auto dialer, and we have this alarm system here at our business. It's quite old. It's a Networx NX-802. Had it for quite a while. And maybe the newer systems work differently or whatever, but the way this thing is designed, we just couldn't hook it up to the board and make it work because of the way it operates. And I even called these people here, and there was no help to me. Like, it's just so old. But the way I figured out how to get this going, well, first thing I did, this little bitty book here, it's so small, I got tossed it aside, got online, downloaded a PDF version of this manual, so I had something big I could see and make notes. First thing when you get this dialer is programming it. The manual needs to be rewritten, but you'll notice here it talks about how to programming it. And first thing it says, you know, if you want to key in your program in your phone numbers or program your message, the system must be in off mode for all programming. Okay, then it goes on to tell you, put in your password, do all this stuff, press record, but you'll notice none of this stuff works. And if you read all the way through the manual, get back here to page 14, that's where you'll see it tells you about in order to switch it into off mode, you have to put in 1 2 3 4 escape, and that puts it in off mode, because as soon as you put power to it, by default it's in on mode. But if you're going to do your recording and programming, you've got to be in off mode. So 1 2 3 4 escape turns it off. You can program it. 1 2 3 4 enter plugs it back on. And if you go back here to page 14, which is bizarre, it will it gives you that information. It tells you how to do the programming about turning it off and stuff. But anyway, so I got that part figured out, and then I got to trying to figure out how to actually make it work, and it was giving me trouble. So here we go. On the back of this box you'll see these connections. Of course, OV, that's your ground, and then you got your 12 volts. So 12 volt, and then your ground wire that powers it, keeps it on. What makes this thing activate is whenever you close these two connections, you need to have a trigger 1 or trigger 2 if you want to have alarm or fire. I've just got it set up on the alarm. But these are normally open. The moment they close or touch, that's when the alarm goes off. But our alarm system up here doesn't have anything that can do that. So what I come up with was a relay, and I sell these relays on our website. Actually, it's a relay we use on lawnmowers. And you can see here what I've done. You follow this wire up. I've tapped into the bell. This is the alarm. So you can see right here on this here. Let me focus. You can see it. Now I gotta find it here. Oh, there we go. Here's the bell. So you see your bell connection, positive and negative. It sends off when the alarm is triggered. It sends 12 volts to the siren of the bell, and when it does that, I've tapped into that connection, ran down here to this relay. So once the 12 volts is activated right here on the relay, there's a set of points in there. It closes this connection. When it closes that connection, it activates the dialer. You can see right here how it's wired up on the back side. You know, it's just pretty simple. And let me get that back on there. Now, one thing I noticed, so that works fine. When I set the alarm off, it triggers the relay. It grounds these two wires, which it's making this connection close from TR1 to OV. It closes that connection, and then it starts dialing. I've got my phone numbers programmed in there. I programmed, like, first it calls 911, then it calls my partner's phone number, and it calls my phone number. And I noticed it does this 3 times. Like for every, I called 911, let them know I was doing some testing. And it told me what it would do. It would call like every 4 minutes. It would repeat it a total of 3 times and then stop. And they said that's fine. It didn't bother them. So that's by default, that's what it does. And I don't know if that's changeable. But it does have the ability that if it calls 911, then it calls your number. If you hit, I believe it's pound or star, it will shut it down. It won't dial 911 or any other numbers. It'll stop right then and there. But it does work. So if you've got an older system, you have to do a little changing, and I'll tidy all this up, and I'll put a link to this relay in the notes below. So you can, if you get into this situation, you want to make this work on an older alarm system, that's how you can do it. Hope that helps you out. Have a great day.